My name is Susan Court. I worked at the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, also called FERC, for 28 years. I served in many positions at the agency. My last position was Director of the Office of Enforcement. In fact, the first Director of the Office of Enforcement. I think I know a little bit about the FERC, having spent so many years there and having served in so many positions at the agency. Every aspect of the Commission's jurisdiction I was involved in: oil, natural gas, electric energy, hydropower. So I know the agency inside and upside and outside down. I know about market manipulation because I was there in the turn of the century when the California electric energy market collapsed, and there was trouble throughout the country, actually, by the conduct of companies like Enron. Everybody has heard about Enron. And so it was at that time when Congress and the policymakers throughout the country, but especially in Washington, became aware of the ability of certain people who just were bad actors and who intended and did, in fact, manipulate the markets. Alan Chen traded in a market operated by PJM, which in turn is regulated by the FERC, which approved PJM's tariff. The tariff is the structure within which the trades were made. In other words, the FERC, the government, the United States government, approved the rules by which he was operating. That particular market involves very intelligent, very well-informed stakeholders. They knew what was going on. They understood those rules. They knew how people were operating under those rules. From what I understand, Alan Chen did so without deceit. He wasn't trying to put together any fraudulent scheme. He wasn't perpetrating a fraud on the market. And that, by the way, is the essence of the claim, a claim of market manipulation under the FERC's market manipulation rules. So at bottom, Alan Chen played by the rules approved by the very government, which is now prosecuting him for supposedly manipulating the rules. It is circular, and it doesn't make any sense. So right now, the FERC's enforcement staff believes that there was some type of deceit that was done by Alan Chen. I don't see it that way. I think everyone knew what was going on. There was no deceit. He was doing it openly. He contacted PJM and asked them about the very rule that he was going to use to place the trades that he did. So I think that the sort of the newness, so to speak, a relative newness of the FERC's manipulation law. Staffs, I'm sure they're very sincere in what they're doing, but I just don't see it that way because I don't see any deceit. And without deceit, there is no manipulation under FERC's rules.